Hello and welcome to the Divine Comedian Tarot. My name is Kristen and I'm going to be doing your readings today. If you would like a private reading or you want some one-on-one spiritual coaching, I will link my email in the description box below. Also, there will be extended for each one of the readings that you see today. So if you see an extended reading link for your sign, click it because we're going to get into some coaching in that. And we're also going to get a little bit more detail into what we're going into more further as to what we're going into the tarot reading. I don't know why I'm like stumbling over my words. But anyway, you get it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get it started, Earth signs. We're starting with Taurus. See you on the reading. Hi, Taurus. Thank you so much for connecting with me today. So let's see what's going on in your energy. Um, like I said in the title, it's about the love, not the money, Taurus. So I am going to be looking into the energy of the person that you're connecting with and as well as yourself to kind of see what's going on. Like what is the messages here? Like it's about the love, not the money. So I just kind of want to see because like what I'm getting from that is that somebody is being influenced or told that they shouldn't marry somebody, maybe because they don't have a lot of money or because they think that this person would be after their money, or somebody like this is pretty crazy, but I think somebody may be offered like a lump sum of money not to get into a relationship with someone or not to marry someone. Like, oh, here, we're gonna pay you $30,000 to like walk away. And this is definitely being done. So we'll take a look at that and we'll see. So I'm gonna pull the three oracle cards, the messages, I'll show them to you. And then in the extended, I will read the full oracle message for you. Okay, so ooh, we have endless possibilities. We'll pull this one. Shining through. And we'll just take this one. Ooh, and exposed and revealed. Wow. Okay, so I have a feeling that the oracle messages are definitely going to expose kind of what's going on here. You know what? I'm going to read one of the cards, exposed and revealed, number 21. Let's take a crack at it and see what's going on here, just to kind of start us off a little bit. Although I'm pretty confirmed what I just said. Okay. Healing shame, the imposter syndrome, letting go of self condemnation, freedom from past unresolved wounds, focusing on self-worth, the underlying beauty in rejection. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here is the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that is. Consider whether you have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that match all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expand their energy on such toxicity. They are they are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself. Set a healthy boundary and refuse to fan the flames. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender to a higher power. There's a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. So, going off of what I just said, what I was seeing, what I was channeling, perhaps someone within your life, Taurus, is telling you that you can't be in a relationship with a specific person or you can't date who you kind of want to date or get married to who you want to date because this person doesn't have enough money. So perhaps the person who's telling you that, I feel like it's more of like a mother figure, could be saying like, because maybe that was said about them when they first met who they married. Okay. Because I feel like this has to do with inheritances. And if it's not something outside of you that's influencing you, maybe this is a feeling inside. Maybe you're judging someone that you were in a relationship with, um, for not having enough money or not coming from a wealthy family and you feel shame about that, although you do actually like this person. So we'll work on that in the extended. But I think that the card pretty much spoke and gave guidance for itself for anyone who won't be joining me over on the extended. Okay, so let's get, it's not about the love. It's not about the money. It's about the love for richer or for poorer is what the message was. So let's see what's coming in on endless possibilities. How is Taurus thinking and feeling about these endless possibilities? I feel with this, with the Chariot in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords in the upright, I feel this energy of before where you felt like you had to choose. You had to choose a side. And maybe in the past you kind of had to sneak around because I feel like what I'm hearing is like decoy relationship, like verbally saying or verbally showing what you think people want you to be attracted to. And then kind of on the side, you were sneaking around with your more ideal person because you saw this person as a person that you loved and valued and just as a person and not what they had to offer or what they came aboard with. You know what I mean? So I feel like there's an ending to that. And I feel like with the Five of Swords energy here, you don't give a crap what anybody has to say about your connection with your person. You don't care what people have to say now because, even when I look at the card, it's kind of like, it's almost like when I look at this, I get like the feeling like ha 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 ha, like I won, and then you have this person here in the background like crying, and then this other person kind of following behind them, saying like okay, like you were whatever they're gonna say. Who cares? It doesn't matter what these people have to say. It matters how you're feeling or what your next step should be or could be with this because you don't feel it necessary to have to choose a side. You also don't want to have to keep sneaking around because I feel like no matter what situation somebody told you was good for you, whether it be a friend or a family or even a social media influence, what they said was good for you already kind of may have had a taste of the fact that it's not. You already know it's not, and you already know it's not going to work out because this could have happened in your own family where somebody married somebody that was questionable, like, oh, we don't marry those types of people. This person doesn't come from this type of family, or this person doesn't have this type of income, or this person believes this. And now you're kind of like, you know what? I'm tired of sneaking around. And for the other part of you, I feel like if you are with someone, to me, and I'm just going to throw this out there, when I'm looking at the chariot, it could be the chariot, the way it's black and white here, it could be some sort of an interracial relationship where somebody comes from, a majority of like a European white background and somebody may come from a darker background, whichever way, it doesn't matter what country. I don't feel like a spirit doesn't have a nationality, so I'm not picking up on that, but it's just the way I'm being called to look at the way the chariot is, where this could be something within a family. It could be religious beliefs. It could be other things, but race could be a factor where it's an interracial couple. And now it's like, well, I'm not going to keep sneaking around trying to be with the person who I love and the person who I want to be with. Like, I'm not choosing sides. I'm winning this. And I don't care if you walk away crying. I'm going to tell you what's up. Okay. So I like that because you're standing your ground because it's not, and they may have said, we're going to disinherit you if you do this. And I feel like for the cross watcher, if you're watching this for Taurus, I feel like you've been kind of put on hold and things kind of haven't had any forward movement with the two of you, especially with the chariot in reverse. Um, because of this person had to make a decision, and that's why, just without even reading endless possibilities, there of course is endless possibilities when it comes to what is available to the two of you to build this abundance, where you may realize I don't have to depend on a family inheritance to survive. Yeah, it would be nice, but you know maybe they'll change their mind, maybe they will get over it and say, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's really not about the money. Because listen, you could get an inheritance and something could happen and you don't even get a chance to spend it, but you get to spend the rest of your life. And this is what I feel like you're waking up to, Taurus. You get to spend the rest of your life with somebody that you love, and you get to spend the rest of your life with somebody that that you really deeply care about so much. And you see yourself with this person, and you don't see dollar signs when you see this person. And perhaps the person in your family, whoever, friend, whatever, or even social media, maybe that's what they saw. They saw dollar signs when they met their person and they got married, right? And listen, to each their own. I'm not judging. All right. So shining through, I have a feel, has to do with a breakthrough. But how is Taurus's person feeling about them? How is Taurus's person feeling about them? Oh, okay. So I do feel like your person, I don't want to say they've given up, um, with the shining through coming through, and then also with the Knight of Wands here. Um, this person is the other piece of the puzzle. I feel like at some point, whoever you're dealing with here, um the Queen of Swords here, I feel as if the Queen of Swords could represent a mother figure or represent a person who's very firm on their values and very firm on their thoughts. And they're like, here, come, like, look at this card. She's like, come for me. I'm not getting out of my throne. I've got my sword. I'm not getting up. This is my sword of truth. I already know, and you're not swaying my opinion. And here comes your person riding on the Knight of Wands, like, I'm ready to meet you. Like, I got a horse. Okay. I'm gonna ride around you. You don't have to get up. I'm gonna ride around you as much as I want. And I'm coming in with my wand of energy, and I have an idea about this. So if I feel like these two energies could be coming head to head with each other at some point, where it's going to have to be explained, like, listen, I have my own life. I have my own creative, adventures. I have my own ideas. I have my own creativity. I'm not looking to take anything from you. Will this Queen of Swords budge? I'm not sure. We'll find out. But with the moon here and with the Eight of the Cups here and with the star, I don't want to say that this person is walking away, but the star is in reverse. But what I want to say is this person is ready for the challenge, because even though this person is walking away from these Eight of Cups here, they're on their way. There is a challenge ahead of them. They left the cups, they crossed the water, they're walking on this land, there's mountains behind them. They're going to have to climb those mountains. And I feel like this person is ready for that challenge. They've put their emotions aside, and they've just kind of like been like, because I feel someone just being like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. But with the star in reverse, it's kind of like they do have that feeling. They're not being guided by anything. That's the thing. Because even when you look at the clouds with the Eight of Cups, you see the moon, but you don't see any stars. So when you have the Aquarius here with all the stars, I feel like this person shining through, I kind of feel like the stars that they're supposed to be guided by, which represents spirit, is going to start shining through in a way that they're going to have some guidance, and they're also going to have some spiritual assistance with this matter. Okay, where they're not just but they did have to kind of leave it all behind. They did, because listen, we're all a reflection of ourselves. We are all a reflection of a thought, a manifestation, a person, an energy that we dealt with in this lifetime in the past. And especially if you're dealing with an interracial relationship, you're going to be dealing with prejudice. If they're coming from an impoverished lifestyle or something like that, and they've met someone that has money, of course they've been discriminated against for being poor or not having money or not feeling that they're good enough, to be loved by somebody that comes from a wealthy family or put together family, whatever it is. Okay. They have to leave those emotions behind, and they're navigating new territory now. So they don't know, because they can't fall back on, okay, well, they didn't want me because I'm this color, or they didn't want me because I don't make enough money, or they don't, and not even putting themselves out there at all because they feel that way about themselves and they've been told that. And maybe they've also heard it on social media. Social media's got a big ass mouth, okay? I have seen some horrible videos out there of people just saying like, oh, if you're a certain age, you're never, you're not good enough. If you're a certain color, you're not good enough. You're a certain height, weight, all this stuff. If you don't look like this, if you're not a 10, if you and just even videos of just guys just completely destroying women and just getting away with it and thinking, oh, it's a podcast. It's not a podcast. You hate women. Like, but don't let me go there. So this person is navigating uncharted waters. They don't have the guidance and the direction because they've given up the old feelings, the old emotions about these types of issues that come up when they date someone. Okay. So that's kind of where they're at right now. But they do have a way. They have this. I want to know what this is. I want to know what the hidden truth is on the Knight of Wands. Like what are they saying behind this? Like, what give us a clue as to what this could. Oh, okay, you flipped over, so we'll take you. I replay our conversations over and over, and we will be together again. So this person is okay. This person is, we will be together again. So they are determined to take this journey to come back to you, Taurus. So if there has been a disconnect, whether it's in the 3D to 5D, they're making their way back to you. Okay, with this I replay our conversations over and over again. That's what they're navigating. They're remembering your words. They're remembering what you said. They're remembering the time that the two of you spent together. And it may not have gotten to the point, because I do kind of feel like this is more a 5D connection, where in the spiritual realm, the two of you are making these commitments and the two of you are having this connection together, but it just hasn't quite manifested on the 3D yet because there's still some energetic blocks that need to be cleared out. Okay. So what is coming in unexposed and revealed? What is the next action that's going to happen for Taurus and their person? What's the next step? The Death card. This one's popping out. So I'm going to take it. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse. And I'm going to put the Magician back because I'm not sure if it should be in the reverse or in the upright. Okay. All right. So exposed and revealed. Everything has been exposed. Whatever energy was in that Five of Swords, if you're Taurus, I feel like it has been exposed to you, or take it as it resonates, vice versa, whatever. If it's been exposed to you, how people really feel or how people react about your choices, you're making changes with that, with the Death card here, where it's kind of like, all right, I can't beat a dead horse anymore. I'm not going to continue to challenge everybody in my life, no matter who gets in my way. No matter who gets in my way, I'm going. I'm riding away. I have my flag. Yeah. No matter who gets in my way. This could also have to do with religion, just because the way this religious figure is here standing in front of the horse, like begging. It could have to do with religious factors where, you know, or somebody saying like, well, I'm dead to you, or you should be ashamed of yourself. Like the card, like the Oracle said, you should be ashamed of yourself for what you've done or for what you're thinking about doing. And on that horse is a skeleton. And it's kind of like falling on deaf ears because there are no ears. The old version of yourself, Taurus, has died away, and you're planting new seeds elsewhere. And you're finally growing your, because what I teach, you're finally growing from your own pot is what I feel. Because I always tell people, you don't grow in the house that you grew up in, you grow in the house that you create. And I feel like that message has finally sunk into you, no matter how much it came in. And that's why the Ten of Swords is in the reverse here, because of the way that the Ten of Swords is in reverse there, because of the way that This ending is happening. Whatever they try to do to destroy this is not working. It's just not working. Their old tricks, their old tactics, their old ways of just saying, no, that's not going to happen. It's not good enough for you anymore. Like maybe that may have worked for you as a teenager or as a child, but it's definitely not working now. So whatever they did to try to get you to, and maybe you have been working on your healing process for a long time, or it could also mean that you've kind of put off that healing process and not really kind of letting like new things like start to manifest and grow because we still have that block of shame there. So that could be something that you need to work on. But for the other majority of you, I feel like change is coming in and the death of the old you is coming now. But I do want to get the tea on that Queen of Swords. I would like to get the tea on the Queen of Swords, Spirit, please and thank you. What is her problem? What does this have to do with? Now, remember when I look at the Oracle cards, I'm looking at them, I'm reading them, but I'm also interpreting it the way Spirit would like for me to interpret it, as to what it can mean. So it may say one thing, but it actually means something else. So we'll just, okay, ooh, bad choices. Okay, so her bad choices. What else? Wow. Sick and born to shine. And the Queen of Swords came in on the Oracle card of shining through. So definitely tune into the extended so you can learn a little bit more about what this translates to. This is interesting. Um, Very interesting, actually, about that. Born to shine. Um, but this could also be leaning into that this person, Taurus, whether you or someone else, was kind of born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And I realize that that meaning doesn't actually mean what it means now. I now actually know what that meaning means now. So I don't even want to use that anymore. But this person that you're dealing with, the Queen of Swords energy, whoever she represents, this person could be sick. So this could be a grandmother energy, it could be a mother energy, it could be, whatever. This person could be sick and they know that they could potentially be passing soon. So they're trying to like enforce it one more time about you're going to be disinherited if you do this, if you're with this type of person or this or that, or you may not get anything from this person. So, and they've already said this to you potentially. So you're kind of wondering, well, should I still be there for them when they're passing? That's a choice up to you. Because either way, you can make peace with it while they're still alive, or you can make peace with it when they've crossed over. That's up to you. I would do it while they're still alive, personally, if I were me. But you should definitely consider making peace with that because I do think that this person is sick, or they know in the future that they're going to get sick, you know, and they're not going to be here forever. And if they can, it's their way of, and this is the craziness. This is the control because when people do stuff like this and they try to disinherit people from wills and they try to take away inheritances and money and stuff like that because they don't like the choices that their children made, they're still trying to hold on to their money. It doesn't really have anything to do with anybody's choices. They're just using that as an excuse. They're just trying to hold on to their money. They don't want anybody else to get it. But I kind of feel like they're not even giving your person a chance. They're not even allowing it to happen, like, and getting to know and understanding your feelings of, hey, it's not about the money, it's about the love. I there's no guarantee. Like you may want me to marry Mitzi or whatever, excuse me, funny joke. But Mitzi comes from a family of women that took lots of money from people or married into the family because they had money. I'm being shown the scene from the movie with Jennifer Lopez and Jane Fonda, Monster in Law, where the actual real deal mother-in-law comes in later and she's like, oh, when I met you, you were a TV weather woman. You drank wine from a box. And, she was always, oh, you married my son for money and you did this and you did that. But she acted like, and then she confronted Jennifer Lopez thinking that Jennifer Lopez was the same way. So because of who she was, but if she showed up as like Blake Lively, if it was a different, you know, they wouldn't question it. But then down the line, it could happen. So you're still dealing with the same thing. It's just that I feel like, Taurus, you've met an honest person who's not after your money, with this person saying, like, okay, I have my own ideas. I have my own, like, I don't, just saying. Hmm. Let's get some messages of love between the two of you because I mean, I feel like this Queen of Swords energy is very heavy, and I just feel like she's just like ruining everything. Um, Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. To me, that means like flirt with each other, like be with each other in public. If that's the case, like let your love shine through for each other, um, so that people see it and people actually get to, because if you were to keep this relationship in the dark and you wouldn't say anything to anybody about it, how is anybody supposed to know your story? How is anybody supposed to know how much the two of you love each other? You know what I'm saying? So that people know it's real. So like don't be afraid to like flirt with each other in public or like, stuff like that, like public displays of affection, because that love, when shown through, radiates not just for the people who you're trying to explain this to and exemplify this to, but also for the people around you, community support, energetic energy support. So, things like that. Like there's for 10,000 people that are like, there's 20 million people that are like, yay, go for it. Because there's always an opposite to that. And that's just the energy that we live in. It's just the world we live in. Pay attention to the red flags. There are signs cautioning you. And then the final card is very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So pay attention to the red flags. And then also release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, so if you've dealt with this before, Taurus, let's say there's nobody, okay, in your family that's telling you this. Maybe it's you that has all the money. Maybe there is an inheritance that's coming up against this. But perhaps your ex was somebody that was an opportunist, somebody that took from you more than they gave. Okay. And it's time for you to release that so you stop thinking that this person who you love and who you like very dearly is only after you for your money. There's precautions that you can put in place, or if you feel like there's any sort of red flags, what do these red flags have to do with? That's okay. You know what? I'm going to go over to the extended. I'm going to pull some more cards about pay attention to the red flags to find out what type of red flags that your person could be demonstrating right now, so that you kind of know what to look out for. Like, are these really red flags or are they not red flags? Is this just a trigger in me that I'm responding back to that, maybe isn't there? So let's find out. So if this is where I leave you, I hope that this gave you some pretty decent insight as to kind of what's going on, or maybe the inner thoughts and feelings of the people around you when it comes to the person that you would like to be with or the type of person that you would like to be with. Okay. So again, if you want a private reading, my email will be in the description box as well as my link tree. Go to my website, book an appointment, all the good stuff. Okay. So take care, Taurus. It was very nice reading for you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you at another reading. Take care. Bye bye.